Alright, what's up guys? I'm going to be updating my Elemental Hero deck today. This is going to be a far more pure build than the usual builds that I put up, but there are new cards that have hit the market, which is the Liquidman and the Elemental Hero Sunrise. This card basically searches Miracle Fusion and lets you pop whenever another Elemental Hero attacks. This one lets you bring back a monster from the graveyard, special summon it, so stuff like our very good friend Shadow Mist. But in addition to summoning a monster, when this is used as fusion material, you can draw 2 cards and discard a card, which is just phenomenal. Both of these cards are going to help the deck. Finally, there's a Miracle Searcher that is reliable, or a lot more reliable than we've had to search them in the past. But definitely, this deck is going to be very interesting. And come Master Rule 5, I think this is possibly going to be one of the best decks on the market. But let's get started. We play 1 copy of Liquidman. It is searchable, but it is still a one-of. I would consider playing more than one, but I mean, like I said, it's very good, but it's hard once per turn, and it doesn't really matter because, like I said, it's searchable through Stratos. It's searchable through a variety of other cards in the deck, so you don't particularly need more than one of them. But you can play around with it. Play 3 copies of Elemental Hero Stratos, the ultimate homeboy. 3 copies of Stratos. Yeah, Stratos is just sick because he just he searches the entire archetype, and then in terms of monsters, even like the Destiny heroes, the evil heroes, he searches everybody. And after he searches everybody, he also pops cards, which is nuts. And if you summon 2 of them, you can get both of the effects off. Play 1 copy of Elemental Hero Honest Neos. Yeah, this is just kind of like, sometimes you need just a little bit of attack boost to get over certain things, and this definitely helps. And this card is also incredibly good with Vision Hero Trinity, because when you attack, it already has like 5,000, and then you give it this, and sometimes you can attack Galatea 3 times and win just from that, and the Galatea can't be destroyed. But this is an amazing card, and it's searchable. It's like a 2,500 boost that's searchable, and it's recurable. It's really good. Play 1 copy of Solid Soldier. This gives us access to all the Earths. But basically, when you normal summon this card, you can special summon an Earth monster. I'm sorry, you can special summon an Elemental Hero from your hand, so it helps you trigger stuff like Shadow Mist also, just like Liquidman does. Then we play 2 copies of Shadow Mist. Phenomenal card. Basically, it searches the mass changes. Then on top of that, it gives you access to Dark Law, the best hero. Play 1 evil hero in the deck, which is the evil hero Dusted Gold. I've considered playing the Sinister Necrom and maybe a larger amount of evil heroes. I've considered it, but so far I think the only one I've really needed is the Dusted Gold. And like I said, come Master 05, I might even break those gates down and start summoning more evil heroes, because honestly those links that are in the extra deck aren't going to be particularly necessary. Then we play 3 copies of Vision Hero Ferris. It's a really good combo starter. It's kind of like Galaxy Soldier for this deck. You get to pitch a card, and you get to summon it, and then you get to set a card, which is going to be the increase, and then you get to summon that eventually. Like, it's really good. Both of them are very good. They just put a bunch of monsters on the board, help you either fusion summon if you need to, or even better yet, it helps you link into monsters, which is very important. But it basically spams monsters like crazy, this engine. Then we play 2 copies of Vision Hero Vion. Might cut this down to 1, but still a very good deck. Searches regular poly, helps you make Trinity. Extremely important. Now for the Destiny Heroes, we play 3 copies of Destiny Hero Malicious. Yeah, this Destiny Hero Malicious is sick, because he was put to 3, I think 2 ban lists ago, and because of that, it just gives this deck so much spam, and it's so easy to get him in the graveyard with the new fusion spell, or I guess it's not really new, but a couple of spets ago, the Fusion Destiny spell. It's so easy to get him in the graveyard and get things going. I absolutely love having him in the deck. Then we play 1 copy of Destiny Hero Plasma. It's like a skill drain. It requires you to tribute 3 monsters, but it doesn't matter because it's skill drain just for your opponent's monster. It's like a Thousand Eyes Restrict because it takes a monster. And then on top of that, it Again, it requires 3 tributes, but in all seriousness, that really doesn't matter. You spam so many monsters in this deck, it's outrageous. You just keep spamming and spamming and spamming, and you end on a link monster, 2 big attackers, and then you have the plasma, and then you can do all of the mask change stuff to endlessly just attack, which is just crazy. So that is all of the monsters, and then you can just skill drain and attack for game. Beautiful. For the spell cards, we play 1 copy of Miracle Fusion, which is now searchable with the Sunrise. 1 copy of Dark Calling, which is the fusion spell for the evil heroes. A hero lives at 1, so we only play it at 1, because we can't play it at more than 1. 3 copies of Fusion Destiny. It's a really, really good combo starter. Even if it's a dead card after the first time you use it, it really doesn't matter, because it's such an amazing, it's such a great starter. 3 copies of Mass Change. You will go through all of these. We got the Emergency Call, Stratos on wheels, because basically this is just, it searches any of the elemental heroes you need, Stratos included. 1 Polymerization, 1 Reinforcements of the Army to search basically our entire deck, and of course the 1 Monster Reborn. It's just a really good kind of extra card to play in there. Definitely 1 Monster Reborn. I don't play Super Poly in the main deck because the extra deck is actually really, really tight right now with all of the new cards that I'll show you. Like now you can play the Absolute Zero and the Acid and stuff like that, and the Sunrise. So the extra deck space is actually really tight. I might, like I said, Master Rule 5. These are all out, because you're just going to play heroes and super poly targets. You're not even going to play this. Like this stuff is sort of unnecessary. The build's just going to completely change. You really won't need this stuff. But currently, you kind of need that stuff because you want to summon more than 1, elemental hero. But let's start off with Sunrise. Basically, this card is amazing. It's any 2 elemental heroes with any 2 hero monsters with different attributes. Very easy to summon because there's so many different attributes in here. Obviously, it won't even matter. But this on summon searches Miracle Fusion, will let you fuse banish cards, and on top of that, it gains like 200 attack for every different attribute you control. And like I said, there are a lot of attributes in here. But most importantly, when another monster attacks another hero monster, you can automatically just destroy a card. So it's really cool for that. Then we play 1 copy of Absolute Zero. Basically, this is just, now that we play Liquidman, we have a water monster that matters. So we can easily just go into... Yeah, we have a water monster that matters. So we can actually fuse into this. And this, when it crashes into an opponent's monster, it kind of destroys all monsters on the field, which is pretty cool for that. Then we play 2 copies of Masked Hero Darklaw. Masked Hero Darklaw, I think this is pretty much the best Masked Hero ever printed. It might be the best hero ever printed. It's very good to end on this turn 1, or even summon it during your opponent's turn. It's very good against a lot of decks because it banishes everything. It's very good against like Orcust and stuff because they can't really set up because they can never get anything in the graveyard because everything is banished. But it's very good. If you can get 2 Darklaws on the field, it's very difficult for a lot of decks to deal with. It's incredibly good. 1 Hero Blast for Stratos. Mass Hero Anki. This is just the other option from Darklaw. He has decent effects. DN, this helps you just kind of do a lot. It's good during the battle phase because you can just use this, attack, summon a monster. Like for example, you can summon the Shadow Mist, search a mask change, activate a mask change, summon a Darklaw, attack again. It's really good for that. You got Acid. Pops all spawn trap cards. This is what the deck actually kind of needed. It struggled a little bit against back row, so having access to Acid through Liquidman is actually really good because there wasn't really a water monster to play before, but with Acid, it's really good now. Trinity, the OTK machine, he attacks 3 times on monsters and gains, and doubles its original attack, so it becomes 5,000. And of course, with our main man, Honest Neos, he just becomes insane. 1 copy of Vision Hero Adoration. He's very generic to monsters. Destiny Hero Dangers. This is the most generic of the Destiny Hero fusions. If you're trying to play as small of a Destiny package as possible, I'd say play this. If you want to play a larger Destiny package, then you play the Dystopia. And then you can play something like, I don't know if I have it around here. You can play like Celestial. Celestial is decent too. There you go. But you need to play a larger, like I said, a larger Destiny Hero package for that, and I don't think that's the best idea. I'd rather have the smaller package of Destiny cards. Then we play the Evil Hero Malicious Bane. Incredibly good card. Can't Again, this is another card during Master Rule 5. It's going to be busted. It's just a huge monster. It's very difficult to get rid of, and it destroys your opponent's monsters. Then for the links, we play the X-Hero Cross Crusader, the X-Hero Dread Decimator, and the Wonder Driver. Basically, these are all free because you will be able to use all of these effects just by using Malicious in your graveyard. You're just going to keep banishing them and getting free link material. It doesn't even matter. But the only one that I think, Master Rule 5, that I will keep is a Cross Crusader. For now, I'm playing all three of them. Like I said, Super Poly's in the side deck, and Super Poly targets are in the side deck. Depends on your matchup. But I couldn't really find space in the main deck because the side deck is just so... It just takes up so much space. There's just so many good cards. There's even, I was even considering playing more of the Cross Crusader, but I was like, nah, let me just go for variety is always better than multiples, I'd say. But that is it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the deck profile. I think the deck is going to do a lot right now, and it's going to do even a lot more in April. Thank you for watching.